If you think yourself a lover of Android, especially discovering new useful random applications, then you are like me. In this video, I've got you covered with 6 open source applications that fits the need and will make your Android user experience way better. If you're the kind of person that checks the weather more than once a day, this one might stick. It is Overmorrow. It's a clean, modern weather application that feels intentional the moment you open it. No clutter, no overwhelming charts, just smooth, minimal visuals that make you want to come back every time. And that matters because most weather applications, they give you information. This one gives you experience. It adapts to the time of day and the current weather condition. Morning sun looks different from evening rain. Cloudy afternoons feel cloudy. The background imagery changes automatically and it does it in a way that feels subtle and not gimmicky. Lately, with rain coming in more often, especially around here, I found myself opening it multiple times a day. And one feature I really appreciate is the rain timeline. So instead of telling you the percentage of rain, it shows you when to expect it and how long it is likely to last, and that is practical and useful. There's also daily rundown section. You get a 7-day forecast laid down clearly, and if you want more detail, it is there. Tap in and you will see a more granular breakdown of expected conditions. Now, accuracy always matters with weather applications, and compared to the big names out there, Overmorrow holds its own most of the time. That is because it is not guessing, it pulls its data from multiple reliable sources, including Open Meteo, Weather API, and Met Norway. So you are getting data backed by established providers, and on the language side, it supports most of the widely used global languages, so it is accessible to a broad range of users. So you get timely rain information, a reliable 7-day outlook, and visuals that feel calm instead of chaotic. If you like your apps minimal, modern, and functional, this one is worth trying. Now let's talk about something a little more visual. In a recent video, I mentioned an application called NOS Atmosphere Effect, the one that brings the nothing style unlock wallpaper animation to basically any Android device. Well, it's back with a new name. It's now called Atmos Engine, and this one isn't just a rebrand. There are actually updates here. So originally, the app focused on recreating the unlock wallpaper animation you typically see on nothing phones. That sharp to blur transition to unlock your device, the effect is still there. You've got the original atmosphere mode, which goes from sharp to blur, and of course the reverse option from blur to sharp. But now there are 2 new additions. There is simple frosted and its reverse version as well. The frosted look feels softer, a bit more diffused, less dramatic than the original atmosphere mode, but still clean and modern. Another big update is you are no longer limited to just one wallpaper. You can now add multiple wallpapers, so every time you unlock your phone, a different wallpaper appears with the animation applied to it, and it makes the experience feel fresh, almost dynamic without needing a full live wallpaper setup. And yes, the customization controls are still here. You can adjust the dimness level, you can tweak the blur strength, so you're not stuck with a preset look. You can fine-tune it until it feels right on your home screen. It's a simple idea at its core. Bring that unlock animation feel to any Android device. But with the added modes and multi-wallpaper support, it feels more complete now. If you're trying to actually focus and not just pretend to focus, this one is interesting. It is called Facedown, and at first glance, it looks like a simple timer application. You get preset durations 5, 30, 45, 60 minutes, nothing complicated. But here's what makes it different. Next to each preset, it doesn't just show the duration, it shows you exactly when the timer will end. So if you tap 30 minutes at 2:10 p.m, you immediately see that you will be done at 2:40 p.m. That small detail makes it feel more intentional, more time aware. Now here is the twist. When you hit start, the timer doesn't begin immediately. You have to flip your phone face down. Only then the countdown actually runs. So if your phone is face up, it counts as a pause and even tells you you are failing. It is subtle but effective because now finishing your session means physically putting your phone away, screen down, out of sight. It forces that separation. You are not just running a timer, but you are removing the distraction. Flip it back up, the timer pauses. Flip it back down again, it continues. It's such a simple mechanic, but it changes the psychology of how you use it. And visually, it doesn't look like a generic productivity application. The UI leans into a bold, expressive material design style. It feels modern, almost playful, but still serious about focus. So if you need a timer that literally pushes you away from your phone, this might be worth having. Now, there have been many times I've picked Rhythm as my favorite offline music player application released in recent times, and it keeps proving me right on that. The entire build of the app is solid in my opinion, and with all those features packed in, it still doesn't feel overwhelming, most of the reason being the modern material expressive design used to make this application. Smooth animations, no lags, just overall fantastic user experience. For the functionality, I can go on and on. You have all your tabs neatly placed at the top, easy to access, plus you can quickly reorder them. Good thing is this is not hidden away in the settings. Now check this out. In the songs tab, it categorizes your tracks in terms of quality and duration. So here there is lossless, mono, high quality, standard, and then for the duration, you can find tracks less than 3 minutes, between 3 and 5 minutes, and tracks longer than 5 minutes. And if you love to see your stats in music player application, then this one has it, and it entails a lot. Top music, star artists, of course songs played, and the total duration for the week, month, and all time. Entering the now playing screen with features like crossfade, gapless playback, auto cue, playback speed, support for lyrics, a rich equalizer, overall smoothness. This is a whole new level for me. Not to talk of the settings, you really must give this application a try and let me know your thoughts on it too. Sometimes you just need your screen to stay on longer than your phone normally allows. That is where Coffee comes in. It's a simple utility application with one purpose: keeping your display awake beyond the default system limit. And most Android phones cap screen timeout at a certain point. On my device, for example, it tops out at 30 minutes. With Coffee, you can push past that. You can set the screen to stay on for a specific extended duration, or even keep it on indefinitely, meaning the screen stays awake until you manually turn it off yourself. It essentially overrides the default idle timeout your phone enforces, and there are plenty of practical reasons for that. Reading long documents, following a recipe, monitoring something, using your phone as a reference screen. Instead of constantly tapping the display to wake it up, you just let it stay on. Access is quick too. You can add a toggle directly to your quick settings panel, so it's one swipe down and one tap. Or if you prefer, you can place a shortcut right on your home screen. No digging through settings. So if you've ever been annoyed by your screen turning off mid-task, this is a straightforward fix. If you've been looking for a solid open source app locker, this one keeps things simple. It is called Locklock. No complicated setup, no unnecessary extras. The moment you create your secure PIN, the app scans and loads all applications installed on your phone. From there, it is straightforward. You select the apps you want to lock, as many as you like. There is no limit. Once selected, they are secured behind your PIN. So if you have certain applications with private conversations, sensitive information, or important data, but you don't necessarily want to hide or disable them, Locklock gives you that extra layer of protection. So to open the app, you'll need a PIN. It also goes a step further with something important: anti-uninstall protection. Enable that and the app cannot be removed easily, because realistically, if someone gets access to your phone and sees an app lock, the first thing they might do is try uninstalling it. This feature helps prevent that. Your PIN stays exclusive to you, so even if you hand your phone to someone else, those selected applications remain locked. It focuses on doing the basics right. It is open source, straightforward, and effective. Now, as always, I do researches to discover more useful Android applications for you to check out, both closed and open source, and I personally enjoy that. So let me know how you would like my reviews to go, what I should touch, and some additions to help me improve. So feel free to leave your comments, and also consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, and as always, thank you for watching.